What's up YouTube? This is Copilot and I would like to welcome you once again on another Copilot video. Today we're not gonna be flying, but we're gonna be seeing something different. The thing is, don't you guys want to have like a co-pilot next to you when you're flying an infinite flight? Well, if you do, then you guys are in the right place to find out how. There's an application outside somewhere in App Store called In-Flight Assistant. You will see the name down below in my description. You can only get this on iOS at the moment, so we're going to go ahead in App Store and we're going to press in the search In-Flight Assistant, as you guys can see right on the top right hand side. And once you buy it, you have to buy it. It's quite an expensive application to get all the add-ons. For example, you're gonna buy the game and you're only gonna get this with the game. But if you want to get all the add-ons, for example, the whole packet of this application, then you're gonna have to pay roughly about 14.99 euros, if I'm not mistaken. So, should you buy it or not? You can decide after this video. I'm really happy with the application. We're gonna see all about it and how does this app work in a second. We're just gonna go through everything. So first, we are in the Copilot setting. You can change the whole thing for V1, V2, VR, which is V-rotate speeds, depending on your aircrafts and what you like. So you can easily change this from the application by just pressing on the number. You can add different callouts, different V speeds. Oops, 140, and back again to VR1. Sorry about that, guys. So depending on your aircraft, you can set easily your V speeds. You can also do this once you're in the game. So for now, we're going to see that later on. We're going to go ahead and see what this application is all about. So this is having a co-pilot on board. So setting up your V speeds, for example, when you're taking off, you're going to hear the V speed callouts. For example, when you hit 130 knots, it's going to start saying V1, then VR. Oops, I did something wrong here. 160 here and 150 here. 140 actually. So that's how it works. Like again, you can set the whole pack yourselves with your aircraft, depending on your weight and on your aircraft model. Next up, guys, is the positive rate, gear callout, flaps callout, speed warning when you go over your speeds. For example, if you're taxiing and you're almost at over 30 knots, then you're gonna get a watch your speed captain warning from the game, from this application, sorry. And also 80 knots callout, which when you reach 80 knots on your runway, then it's gonna call out your 80 knots. Now, voice. By pressing on that, you get different voices from the developers. I mean, John.
Hey there, Captain. Ready when you are.
Jen.
Hey there, Captain. Ready when you are.
Mark.
Ready when you are, Captain.
And Laurie.
Ready when you are, Captain.
So, this is your co-pilot's voice. So you can choose which one suits you and which one you like. Oops, my bad. Sorry, guys. I keep on pressing that. Back again. We're going to see the warnings. By pressing on the warnings, to get the warnings, guys, you're also going to need to buy another packet, the second packet, which, if I'm not mistaken, I downloaded this app a month or 2 months ago, and I can't really remember the prices, but it's roughly, to get the whole thing, it's $14.99. If I'm wrong, just please comment below and let me know again, just to refresh my memory. Okay, in the warnings we get the descent rate, closer to terrain, which will warn you when you closer to if there's any terrain in front of you and you're about to crash. Altitude loss after takeoff, for example, if you're taking off and you're not climbing, you're just descending due to the power, you need more power, or you are really heavy, then you're gonna get this warning. Terrain clearance warning, glide slope warning, bank angle. So if you turn your aircraft too much, it's gonna start shouting out bank angle. Minimums. The minimums, guys, depending on your aircraft that you want to arrive in, you can still set this again and put the altitude you want to start your warning. Normally what I do is, let's say the altitude of the airport I'm about to land is 36 feet from sea level, then I'll put plus 200 feet to just get my minimums. That's what I do. If I'm wrong, you can still correct me below. Airbus landing on, well, this is only works on Airbus aircrafts, guys, but still I always have it on even if I'm using a Boeing aircraft. The only difference is there's one extra call out that Airbus has that Boeing doesn't, is the retard. When you're about to touch down, when it calls retard, then you just have to pull back your throttles. Even if you have it on a Boeing aircraft, it won't work. It just works on Airbus aircrafts. Autopilot disconnect on. So, and now the best thing about this application is on the commands. I have the voice command on, enabled, and let's go ahead and see what are these commands. Just by talking, guys, with your voice, but make sure you do have a good English accent to get, because sometimes it won't read your accent, sometimes it doesn't read my accent, so that's a bit of a problem. The following voices commands are supported in gear up, gear down, flaps 15 degrees for a Boeing aircraft, flaps 3 for an Airbus model. So for example, flaps 15 degrees, you're gonna have to say the degrees on a Boeing and just say flaps 3 or flaps 1 on an Airbus. Just make sure that you always use degrees on Boeing. A good thing is, having autopilot engaged and you want to change heading without touching anything, you just say set heading at 145, and automatically you're just going to change that heading to 145. You can't say 145, otherwise it won't read that. So 145, then you're going to see your aircraft turning on its own. Set speed to 245. Again, you can't, setting your speed, you can't say 245. You just have to say 245, and then automatically your aircraft's going to turning to the head. So your speed's going to start increasing or decreasing depending on what you told it to do. Set altitude at 9,500. This is how you're going to say it, guys, to be able to read this. So you can be really slow, and hopefully this will be changing your altitude. So set flight level. Make sure, guys, before saying that, you need to be over 10,000 feet to set flight level 220, or you can't say 220 or 220. You have to say 220. Lock vertical speed. Locking vertical speed, guys, for example, you're taking off and you're doing all this manually and you want to set and hold your vertical speed, for example at 2,000 feet, and you want to stay there, you just say lock vertical speed and it will lock the 2,000 feet that you're climbing at the moment. Set vertical speed to minus 200,000, automatically it would start descending 2,000 feet per minute. Beacon lights on, beacon lights off, landing lights on, landing lights off, strobe lights on and off. My plane is when you're on final and you want to disconnect everything you want to do to land on your own manually. You just set my plane or my aeroplane, then the autopilot will disengage. We're gonna see all this hopefully in a future video, guys. I'll show you exactly using this application if my device doesn't crash, and because sometimes it crashes when I'm recording and using this all these applications. It's a very heavy app, and you need a good device. I'm not saying that my device is not good, but sometimes it crashes and I don't know why. It's the iPad Pro, but anyway. So set V1, like again, you can set everything as you are parked, guys. You can set your vertical speed just by saying set V1 at 130, set VR at 150, set V2 at 160. So you can easily do this as you are parked at the gate just by telling it. Set minimums to 400, and automatically it will do that again. There's another way you can do this as you are playing. I'll show you on the next video, guys. But for now, this is what you need to keep in mind. Another thing, this is the settings. How does this work on Infinite Flight? For this application to work on Infinite Flight, you have to do a few things. Well, basically, one main thing is you have to enable your Infinite Flight Connect. Now, how do you do that? Let's go ahead and see. So you just easily go on your Infinite Flight game in Generals, then you go to enable Infinite Flight Connect. This is it right here, and it has to be ticked, and then you have to close all your applications and open them again. But first you need to open your in-flight assistant before doing that, and then it will work perfectly. If you have any problems, there's an email of John Goring on johngoring@me.com, and you can easily just give him a shout and see if he can help you. So this is all about Infinite Flight in-flight assistant. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, just give me a comment below, and I'll be happy to get back to you guys and try and help everyone out. It's an awesome app. Good job to John. We hope to see more updates on this game, on this application. And well, for now, guys, if you did like this video, please hit the like below and subscribe if you haven't for more Gadget Pilot videos. For now, take care, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.